Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com. It is 8:52 a.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, August 8th, or on Wednesday, August 11th. So the title of my video is CPI as expected, VIX down. So you can see the reaction from the VIX. It dropped basically from 1693 all the way down to 1640 on that CPI print. And really, staying below 1664 is going to be one of the lines for me. And we'll see, as you can see, we're just basically still trending in this choppy zone. We'll see if it continues to trend lower. One thing to keep in mind that while CPI come out today at 8:30, we have PPI tomorrow at 8:30. We have the 10-year bond auction at 1, which I'm not expecting to be a big deal. Of course, we have our crude oil inventory today at 10:30 as well. But tomorrow we have the PPI and the 30-year bond auction. So half of the energy that's wasted on the inflation rates this week is expelled from the market. There's still this tomorrow, so how far we can get today, either up or down, and so far the decision with the VIX being down is up, will still be yet to be seen, right? So if we're going to open up right now, that would be 44.37. That would be, a point under the all-time high. Looking at the Russell, right? The Russell has stayed basically above this 2200 plus or minus 15 level for several days now, right? It got up to this 29 and has been leaning on it. So it's been basically stuck between 30 and 50, but you can see the highs for the last couple of days have only got to around 43.7, and then we'll see if we can get a push up. What would be good for the Russell would be to start testing and start holding above these 43, 44s in there and start, building some more time and energy between 44 and 52 and above. To the downside, it's still the same markers. 22, 29 is going to be the first level that I look at below. We'll beat the ES up in a minute. For the NASDAQ, getting back above 15,107 will be more bullish. Otherwise, it's still stuck in this support resistance band, right, which is 15,057 to 15,107. You can see we've tried to get over there, fell, and then yesterday and in the overnight we've come back under it. One thing I would like to highlight here for you is the potential, right, for yesterday's action. If you look at in the overnight, you've got a lot of traders in this area of the chart. Notice that we are modestly above that level, and I'll just call it out as 15,078 half to 15,080. We're about 10 points over there right now. This is where shorts are trapped. So with shorts being trapped down there, this has a potential to come back up and not only get a few points, because let's face it, from 107 to 172 half is all you need for an all-time high. The NASDAQ has that on the table. We'll see the bears need to drive this market back under, I would say, 15,035 really to have a shot at not having a little bit of a squeeze up today. Looking at the Dow, it's really been sitting here consolidating over this 35,000 level up to 35,100 for the last several days as it broke out. So I guess yesterday late it finally made that decision. So really holding above 35,100 to 35,000 for the Dow is going to be a little bit more of a position. Whether it can do that while we're still waiting on some more inflation read tomorrow will be yet to be seen, but so far it appears to be a go with. Looking at the ES overnight, 18.25 points. You can see as we kind of faded into the close, faded overnight, faded all the way until we got to inflation print this morning, and just a bullish engulfing candle to the top end of the range and testing yesterday's high of the day. looking at potential where we could go, we have single prints. It was really a tale of two tapes yesterday. We had single prints to the downside for the Nasdaq and single prints to the upside for the Dow. So basically staying above 35,105, which is basically what I just was saying a second ago, looking at it through a different lens of technical analysis. It's lining up, so that's really your line in the sand. For the Nasdaq, it needs to get above and hold above 15,117 is really the line in the sand. And then once it clears, if it, let's just say it gets up to around 15,000 towards that all-time high, it really needs to hold basically 15,095 then. Otherwise, not being able to clear those levels just leads you back down into yesterday. So I hope this helps. We could get a little bit of a trending day, a little bit of a pop, but be prepared that since we're still waiting on more information tomorrow, that it may not hold. The NASDAQ has the best potential to trap shorts and get that push up today, I think. The rest of them are all just need basically continuation. So I'd focus on what the NASDAQ is telling you. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.